may not be quite the friend with benefits that you may want in your life, but it clearly has benefits for you. If your loneliness didn't have some benefits for you, why would you choose to hold on to it so tightly? Yuma, I'm Phil McAuliffe. I'm the loneliness guy, and this is a Connection Espresso, a mini episode of my podcast designed to give your mind, your heart, and your soul a quick connection boost as you, a beautiful gay man experiencing loneliness, go about your day. Let's get to it. YouTube, lovely to see you here. Hope you're going really well. This is, they're all really important episodes, but this is particularly the case. I'm going to challenge you just a little bit. Like every episode, this Connection Espresso comes to you from Canberra, Australia's capital city, which sits on the traditional land of the Ngunnawal and Ngambri peoples. I want to first pay my respects to their elders past, present, and emerging, and acknowledge them as the traditional custodians of the land upon which this episode was recorded, edited, and uploaded. I want to extend that acknowledgement to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, and indeed all First Nations peoples, wherever you're listening in the world. Secondly, as always, you're awesome. Be you. That went well. I'll edit that out on the audio, but you get to see that now. Secondly, you're awesome, dear espresso drinker, be you listening on a podcast service or watching on YouTube. I want to recognize the courage you have shown in pressing play on this episode because, let's be honest, you don't go looking for content on loneliness unless you recognize that you're feeling lonely. This can feel like a big step. I want to say that I see you and I recognize your courage. Without doubt, loneliness can make you think some horrible thoughts and feel some pretty yucky feelings. But have you ever stopped to think about the benefits you get from your loneliness? Well, that's what we're going to do now. Like anything, your loneliness has costs and it has benefits. And the costs can be pretty clear. Loneliness can make you feel pretty awful if you feel anything at all. Loneliness makes you feel tired, exhausted. It puts you on edge. You feel like you're observing life rather than living it. Loneliness has you feeling like you're living behind a thin, fragile shell, and any sudden move can have the world shatter around you. Loneliness has you desperately wanting other people to include you and really see you and love you for who and how you are. But when someone does get close to you, you can push them away if they get too close. Loneliness can make you question your worthiness for love and belonging. And that's really heavy stuff. But let's take a look at the benefits of your loneliness. Your loneliness can be providing you safety. Loneliness could be the way, well, your way of providing yourself the security you feel you need. It could be keeping you physically, mentally, and emotionally safe as you hide from judgment and ridicule. That is to say that your loneliness could have been a consequence of your response to traumatic events or circumstances in your life where you needed to stay safe, and you may have resolved at one point to yourself by saying things like, well, I'm not putting myself out there like that again. I don't want to feel like that again. So I'm just going to close myself off and close myself down so I don't have to experience that again. That was like loneliness can be as a response to trauma. And a quick side note on trauma. It doesn't have to be a big T trauma to do its damage. Little t trauma is still trauma. All this is completely understandable, but you're here now. You're here listening to these words, or you're watching me on YouTube. And there are other ways that you get to respond to life's challenges beyond the tools that you've previously developed when you were younger or when the trauma happened and you got to this point. You get to explore other options. You get to spend time listening to your loneliness and learning what it's trying to tell you about the connection that you're now missing. And this is the reason why you, me, and all humans experience loneliness. It's to get the connection that we need. Of course, there's so much more that I could have said in this episode that might speak directly to your personal experience of life and loneliness as the beautiful gay man you are. But I need to wrap this up. But please tell me, what did I miss? What are some ways that you benefit from your loneliness? And are you exploring other ways of responding to upsetting memories or events that don't close you off now from the world around you? That's it for this espresso. Be sure to check out all my work and services destigmatizing loneliness and promoting authentic connection for gay men globally, for gay men like you, through my website, thelonelinessguide.com. And please like, comment, and share this episode on your socials so it reaches more gay men experiencing loneliness and lets them know, just as you now know, that they're not alone as a gay man experiencing loneliness. Thank you so much for joining me for this espresso shot. Until next time, take care of yourself, yada, and enjoy your day. Thank you so much, YouTube. Awesome to have you here. Let me know if this spoke to you. Reach out to me if you have any questions or comments or whatever. I'm right here. Thanks for being here.